Christmas is one of the busiest and most celebrated holidays in the UK. We eat the most food, spend the most money, and enjoy ourselves in the company of family and friends. But while we celebrate our way through December, have you ever thought about the environmental impact of Christmas? Well, we're here to break it down. It's a welcome sound, but have you ever thought about the little plastic bags, twist ties, cardboard, wrapping paper, and more that come with these gifts? In the UK, consumers use approximately 227,000 miles of wrapping paper each year, and will put what equates to 108 million rolls of wrapping paper in the trash. We also send out over 1 billion Christmas cards to friends and family around the holiday period. Now, of course, we're not saying to not wrap your gifts, but there are much more sustainable ways to go about your gift wrapping. Recycling your wrapping paper is of course an option to stay more sustainable, and if all wrapping paper waste was recycled, it would require 70% less energy than making it from raw materials. Just 1 tonne of recycled paper would save 17 trees, 18.7 square foot of landfill space, and 4,000 kilowatts of electricity. The recycling rate for paper and cardboard in the UK is 79%, so there is scope for further reducing the environmental footprint. Supermarket giants such as Tesco have removed more than 20 million pieces of single-use plastic from its Christmas range, including crackers, lights, cards, and the packaging for puddings, as part of a national drive to reduce plastic pollution. Clothing. With the rising popularity of Christmas jumpers, stores are under pressure to produce hordes of the festive clothing for office parties, pub crawls, and family gatherings. But the fast fashion and mass production behind these garments are putting a strain on resources and the environment. Though a cheery sight around the Christmas season, most of the time it'll end up on a landfill site after only a few years, and while recycling food waste has gained popularity, the same has not yet been achieved for unwanted clothing. In 2016, over 235 million items of clothing ended up in a landfill, while in the US, 10 million tons of clothes are thrown out every year, 95% of which could be reused or recycled. Unfortunately, with Christmas's commercial emphasis and the numerous occasions calling for people to wear an embarrassing tacky jumper, the problem is only exacerbated by the holiday season. A way you could still rock a Christmas jumper sustainably could be as simple as buying from a charity shop or checking the source of the materials and investing in a jumper that you can keep for at least a few years. Christmas lights have come a long way. LED bulbs are now much more common and only consume about 3 to 10% of what used to be Christmas lights. As you probably know, many major cities across the world showcase their brightest lights during the winter months. In London, for example, a city known for its holiday decor, 750,000 LED bulbs are used, but city officials say that they're LED and use 75% less energy than normal ones. Christmas tree lights tend to be switched on for an average of 10 hours a day, which produces enough CO2 to fill 5 party balloons if they happen to be regular bulbs. Now, a simple, more sustainable approach would be opting for LED tree lights, with a 70 count string only using about 5 watts. Finally, what's the environmental impact of Christmas trees? With 8 million real trees in the process of being purchased this Christmas, the idea of saving one from the axe might be prompting the move to buy a fake. But environmentalists would disagree. Take one key product detail of these thousands of artificial trees: they're made of plastic. Did you know a 6.5 foot artificial tree has a carbon footprint equivalent to about 40 kilograms of greenhouse gas emissions, which is more than twice that of a real tree that ends its life in a landfill, and more than 10 times that of a real tree which is burnt. Most local authorities now offer a collection service for real trees, which they shred and use on gardens and parks, the greenest way to dispose of your real tree. Real Christmas trees are grown over a period of 7 to 10 years and are also biodegradable. Not only do they benefit the environment by having a lower carbon footprint due to shorter travel, but they also help protect and stabilise the soil. If you're looking to buy a real tree to have a greener Christmas, Friends of the Earth advise you to look for one that is locally produced or grown in the UK with an FSC certification. That's all for today's video. We hope you learn a little more about Christmas's environmental impact, and we'll see you next time.